If all this Wi-Fi and everything is everywhere, it can't possibly be unsafe. There are 5,000 peer-reviewed scientific studies showing biological changes using wireless radiation that date back to the 1800s. 5,000. They're published and they're public. There is one major study, Google NTP cell phone study. Our own US government spent $25 million and 14 years studying cell phone radiation from 2 and 3G cell phones and found a definitive, clear, highest level of evidence link between cell phones and cancer.
Hey, Holistic Hilda here. It's a windy day here. I bring you experts, experiences, and epic adventures that make your hat fly off. Today, I want to share with you a conversation I had with my friend Thaddeus Owen, the Primal Hacker. It's really important because it's about 5G. So many people have questions about it. What's the big deal? We already had 1G, 2G, 3G, 4G. Why not 5G? He tells you why. So listen up and find out more about 5G and what you can do to protect your health from that inevitable, intense microwave radiation. Hey you guys, so it's Holistic Hilda here with my friend Thaddeus Owen, the Primal Hacker. We've had him on before with that, cold adaptation thing in Minnesota, which is amazing. I'm at the Point Retreats with Thaddeus Owens, the Primal Hacker, and we're experiencing this cold adaptation thing. This is amazing. Minnesota, it's like 14 below zero. I don't even know what's happening right now, but I'm going for it. What the heck are we up to, Thaddeus?
Oh my gosh. So here we are up in northern Minnesota. It is below zero and we are standing on a frozen lake right now where the ice is 2.5 feet thick. We drilled a hole into the ice and we are going to do what's called cold adaptation by jumping in an ice hole at below zero.
There
All right, Hilda.
You guys, this is the coldest I've ever been in my life, but I'm not alone. I'm with my daughter, Rebecca, and we're just experiencing the benefits as we challenge our bodies of cold thermogenesis. It's fantastic. Today I invited him on because I want to talk about 5G, and it's coming to a city near you, like it or not, and I want to ask him more about what it is exactly and what dangers it poses to our health. So thanks for coming, Thaddeus.
Absolutely, it's good to be here. Always love talking to you, Hilda. So 5G, this is something that either people know about and they're super scared of, or people think 5G is about faster download speeds. That's not what 5G is about. Yes, you'll have slightly faster download speeds for movies while you're walking to the park, but 5G is about the Internet of Things. 5G is a very different generation of technology than any of the other generations. So when we say 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5G, we don't mean gigahertz, we don't mean frequency. 1G just means first generation, and that's talk on the cell phone. 2G means you had talk and text. 3G means talk, text, and a little bit of data. And then 4G was talk, text, and all the data you want.
Got it.
5G is the 5th generation. All 4 first generations were this little tiny amount of the electromagnetic spectrum, microwave radiation. 5G is a massive amount of the spectrum, 6 gigahertz all the way to 90 gigahertz. We're talking millimeter waves of radiation in the microwave wave radiation frequency is what encompasses 5G. So it's everything before and this huge spectrum that we've never opened up ever in the history of humankind. And 5G, if you listen to the congressional hearings, has never been studied for safety. There are no current safety studies on it, and there are no planned safety studies for 5G.
Hasn't millimeter wave technology been used, though, in warfare?
Millimeter wave technology, you can Google this. You can Google the US military papers and studies on millimeter wave technology.
Yeah.
It is used for crowd control. It is used for killing people. And just look up, actually, the New York Times. New York Times 3 weeks ago had articles on our diplomats in China and Cuba being microwaved with millimeter waves and microwave radiation the same intensity as what you're getting from your Bluetooth headphones and your Wi-Fi router. So other countries are attacking our diplomats with microwave radiation that are in the same exact wavelengths that we're going to be using in 5G.
But why are we, as the American public, so accepting of it? Why are we willing to put ourselves through something that's been so untested?
5G is about the Internet of Things and about surveilling, tracking you everywhere you go, and connecting every device imaginable. If something can be connected to a 5G network, it will be connected to a 5G network. because there are trillions of dollars at stake of mining consumer data and selling you products that are very targeted.
Are you a conspiracy theorist?
We can go way down the rabbit hole of really what 5G is all about. So that is what the FCC will even tell you it's about. The people that regulate wireless in the US is the FCC, Federal Communication Commission, and they will come out and tell you that 5G is really not about faster speeds. It's about connecting everything to absorb a lot of income and money from people. But really what it's about is, if you want to go down the woo rabbit hole, tracking, surveilling, and controlling people. We know that the millimeter wave technology can be used to disable humans and make it so you cannot leave your home. We also know that millimeter waves can do mind control using specific wavelengths of energy. You can just Google the patents, Hendricus Luce and Delgado. They all have the mind control patents. They're public, you can look at them. It's how to use this kind of technology to do mind control. I don't know if anyone's using it or if they ever will. I'm just saying it is out there and you can look at that if you really want to dive a little deeper.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so right now I just want to talk about, we can set that aside for a second. The other issues that all of this radiation can provoke to us are causing anxiety, depression. Speaking of mind issues, right? Not even if they want to control it, but just if all this energy is kind of zapping us on a level that we can't even understand it completely.
It's incredible. This is invisible energy, and our body works off invisible energy all the time, called ultraviolet radiation from the sun, and we can get a sunburn, or we can get vitamin D in our skin. So wireless radiation from cell phones and Bluetooth is very similar, that it gives our body information and can be very confusing to the body or create biological effects. If all this Wi-Fi and everything is everywhere, it can't possibly be unsafe. There are 5,000 peer-reviewed scientific studies showing biological changes using wireless radiation that date back to the 1800s. 5,000. They're published and they're public. There is one major study, Google NTP cell phone study. Our own US government spent $25 million and 14 years studying cell phone radiation from 2 and 3G cell phones and found a definitive, clear, highest level of evidence link between cell phones and cancer. No questions. You can go to the NTP website if you Google that NTP cell phone study and review it yourself.
There's so much to think about when it comes to this, because I'm just thinking, the reason we don't want to hear this in a way, or we don't want to believe it, is because we're kind of addicted. It's like someone who's addicted to cigarettes. They're like, don't tell me it causes cancer. I don't want to see the little picture or the image on the box because I'm just going to go for it. I don't care. And it's like the same thing. We want to be like, la, 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 with our AirPods in our ears.
Bad idea.
I know.
So it's true that we are not only addicted to this, but this is the way our economy and business runs, is through wireless. It is not going away, but it can seem very scary. You just have to learn how to protect yourself. And there are ways that you can learn. The very first thing you all need to do is put your cell phone on airplane mode anytime it is in your pocket or on your body. It's free, it's easy, everybody can do that. You don't need to be irradiating yourself constantly. And the other thing you can do is, if you've got a microwave device in your home 24 hours a day called a Wi-Fi router, turn it off at night. Put it on a timer, put it on a remote control, or unplug it at night and turn it back on when you wake up. And you will massively reduce the amount of radiation you're exposed to.
That's amazing. I love that you gave that practical tip here at the end. So you guys check out Primal Hacker's website. I follow him closely. I'm going to go on that nice Fire and Ice retreat again in 2020.
It's going to be fun.
So you guys follow us everywhere and keep learning about this, because we need to protect ourselves for our best health.
Absolutely.
All right. Thanks, Thaddeus.
Thanks,
See you
Hilda.
guys. Guys, I have a conversation I want to share with you today with my friend Thaddeus Owen, the Primal Hacker. Okay, this thing is not going to stay on. It's okay. Oh my gosh. Thanks for watching. Comment below and let me know what you thought of this episode. I actually think it's really important for us to learn about electromagnetic frequencies, the non-native ones and the native ones, like the sun and the magnetic field from the earth. So tell me what you thought, subscribe so you don't miss a thing, and keep in touch. Talk to you soon.